So here's a sentence I never thought I'd be saying out loud. Linkin Park is back with a new singer, a new album, and a new tour. Let's talk about it. Hey, what is up, everybody? Nick here, and I know this is different for me. Normally, I come to you guys to talk about movies, specifically horror movies. But if you've been following my channel for any amount of time, or listening to the You Need a Horror podcast, or following me on social media, you know that probably my all-time favorite band is Linkin Park. And Chester Bennington was my favorite vocalist ever. Growing up, I was in bands, I was in choir, and I modeled my singing after him. I looked up to Chester in a lot of ways. Also, as somebody that struggled with mental health issues and whatnot, I just really felt like he was relatable. And there was something about him that I gravitated towards, and Linkin Park's music specifically. So today, I was really shocked and surprised to see that Linkin Park has announced their return with a new album, a new tour, and a new co-singer. Now, I say co-singer because Mike Shinoda is still going to also do vocals. Mike Shinoda is the backbone of Linkin Park. Everybody knows that. This guy is a wizard. He's a technical genius, and none of that has changed. But today, they unveiled Emily Armstrong, who is the lead singer of a rock band called Dead Sarah. And she is going to be the new lead singer in the band. Now, like me, and I'm sure like a lot of other Linkin Park fans out there, you recoiled a little bit. And even sitting here right now trying to talk to you guys about this, I have so many mixed emotions. Like it's a whirlwind up in my head right now. Let me just say congratulations to Emily Armstrong. I was not familiar with her. I watched their live stream where they were doing a bunch of songs from the past and a new song that we'll get into. And I thought that although it did seem like she was nervous, totally get it, I would have totally crapped my pants, she has that vocal fry down really well. That was one of the most notable things about Chester, that fry, and how he could just go from these guttural fry screams into angelic singing and back and forth. A lot of times people have to stop, they have to take a breath, they have to readjust, they got to take a drink of water, or they just can't do it live. Chester was on another plane of existence. He was able to do that so seamlessly live. It was honestly insane. I've never seen anything like it still to this day. The band's new album is called From Zero, and it comes out November 15th. And they've lined up some stadium shows in preparation for this new album and to introduce the world to their new singer. Now, I just want to say, as far as Linkin Park goes, with the band being back, I personally feel like it's a good thing. Mike and all the guys in the band, Rob, they are so talented. I hated that it seemed like they felt they couldn't make music anymore as Linkin Park, that Linkin Park itself had to be retired. I hated that because the guys together make great music. Sonically, the music is just incredible. Now, of course, their music is synonymous with Chester Bennington's vocals, but these guys have so much to offer the world. So part of me just didn't want to see them fade off and not make new music. But I can't lie to you guys. It is really weird. It's really jarring, and I don't know how to feel. Now, addressing the single that came out, The Emptiness Machine, I'm just going to say I actually quite like it. It has a lot of that signature Linkin Park sound, and Emily has enough of that Chester Bennington, like I said, fry voice that it works. It's almost like it's Linkin Park, but it's a new era of Linkin Park. And that's the thing I wanted to address here. See, as somebody that's been a big Linkin Park fan since I was a kid, the first CD I ever owned was Meteora. They meant everything to me. Every album they released, no matter how panned it was by fans or just critics, I loved it. I always found something in it. One More Light, I was a really big fan of, even before Chester passed away, because it was just so raw. The lyrics were so raw. There was so much meaning behind the songs. Sonically, it wasn't like Linkin Park, but lyrically, it might have been some of the best stuff they ever did. And of course, the album hit just entirely different after Chester passed away, but I'm happy to have been a fan of it from the beginning. I think that Linkin Park beginning a new era is fine. I think that they should retire some of the old, though, in honor of Chester. Maybe you play your newer songs live. this should be a new chapter in Linkin Park. Linkin Park as a band with all the members can continue on, but Linkin Park as it was will never be again. And it sucks that that's the reality we face, but that's okay. It's okay to move forward given the hand you're dealt. I feel like out of respect to the fan base and to Chester, I think that they need to move forward and not look back so much, while also doing everything they can in everything they do to honor Chester Bennington. And I just want to say to end this video, I can't even tell you guys what it was like emotionally for me when they were teasing something and then, sitting there and watching the live stream and everything like that, because it's been 7 years and it still doesn't really feel real. It still doesn't feel like Chester's not around. That is the only celebrity death in my lifetime that genuinely deeply affected me. Like, I can't even put into words what Chester meant to me and what the band's music meant to me. They got me through the toughest times in my life, my teenage years and my early adulthood. They've got me through my own struggles of depression and suicidal thoughts and loneliness. I felt like I had allies in Linkin Park. And so I know I don't talk about music a lot on here, though I am a big fan of music. This is different for me. This is a big deal for me. This is something that's going to be on my mind for a while. And rightfully so. It's a big deal. I just want to say to anybody out there that is, struggling, always talk to someone. Talk to someone. You're never alone. If you need to talk to me, you can talk to me. So I could say this until I'm blue in the face, until the end of time, and I probably will. Thank you, Linkin Park, for everything that you've done for me. And I am rooting for you in this new chapter, in this new era. And to Chester Bennington, we miss you. It won't be the same without you. But I know you would want this for them and for the fans. So thank you for everything. I don't really know. I don't want to get too gushy over here. But I want to hear down below what you guys think. If you're Linkin Park fans, let me know down below in the comment section how you feel about this. I want to hear from you. Again, guys, it's a lot to process. This is a lot for me, and it really hits home. So let's discuss it in the comment section. Please leave a like on this video. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. This is Nick at the Lost River Drive-In, and I'm pulling out.